Mayor of Baker.
The January 3rd, 2016 reorganization meeting of the Raritan Borough Council in order. This meeting is called pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Law. Notices of this meeting were sent to the Courier News and the Star Ledger on December 18th, 2015. In addition, copies of the notices were posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building, on the Raritan Borough website, and filed in the office of the Borough Clerk. Notices on the bulletin board have remained continuously posted. We now have the presentation of the color guard. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next, we will have the City of the Star Spangled Banner by Lucy Simonetti.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And the invitation by Reverend
Let us bow our heads in prayer. We who are Christian believe that God is love, and in the desire to make us share in this love, God sent His Son into the world to come to teach us how to live, and in gentle kindness to help those who are weak, sick, or unfortunate. In His great love for us all, He said that whatever we do for the least among us, we do for Him. And so we pray, blessed are you, Lord God, creator of body and mind and heart. May you guide your people in all their ways. Send down your blessings on your servants, who so generously devote themselves to working for our community and helping others. We ask you to bless those whom we have elected to govern us in the borough of Raritan, especially our Mayor Chuck McMullen and the members of our Borough Council. We ask you to expand the horizons of our minds, that both those who govern and those who are governed may grow in wisdom and understanding and knowledge. May we deepen our commitment to seek truth and enliven our willingness to reach out to those who are in need. Gentle and loving God, we praise you for the wonders of our being, for mind and body and spirit. Be with us all as we journey into the future. Beginning this new year, let the members of our town's government remember that they were elected not to be served, but to serve. Give them strength and grace for their bodies, wisdom and knowledge for their minds, peace and zeal in their hearts, and gratitude for the good things you have done in and through all who serve others. Also, we praise and thank you for all you have shared in the work, of governing Raritan over the years. When our great nation was founded, you called all people to share in the blessings of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Grant that we may continue to pursue these unalienable rights for all our people, no matter their race, color, or creed. And so we voice our praise of you, God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, now and forever.
Amen.
Next, we'll have the oath of office for Mayor by Senator Jackson.
How are you, Mayor? Happy to see you. Hold the mic. I'm sorry. Experience does count. Oh, is that right? Excellent. She's going to stand on your left, your left hand on the Bible, your right hand in the air. You can't do this without me.
I know.
None of it is much of it. That's right. I, Charles McMullen,
Do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I further do solemnly swear
I further do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
perform all the duties
of mayor,
of mayor,
Borough of Raritan,
Borough of Raritan,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank you for the kind applause. It's quite an honor. I'm sure. Now we'd like to have the oath of office for Councilman Zachary Bray. And Senator Doherty, will you please come up and swear him in? Thank you. Zach,
Yeah.
He's very forward.
Get up.
That's great.
I, Zachary Bray,
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same,
to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I further do solemnly swear
I further do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
perform
all the duties
all the duties
of Councilman Borough of Raritan
of Councilman Borough of Raritan
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Welcome, Councilman. It's my pleasure for the oath of office for Councilwoman Brianna Daniluk. Swearing her in will be our good friend Assemblyman Eric Peterson.
Now that I'm turning 50 this year, I wish you did it in bigger font. Might have to have my daughter hold it. Okay. I, Raritan Borough, solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I further do solemnly swear
I further do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of Councilwoman
of Councilwoman
Borough of Raritan
Borough of Raritan
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Welcome, Councilwoman. Dan, do we have a roll call, please?
Yes, I do, Mayor. Councilman Bray?
Here.
Councilwoman Kara?
Here.
Councilwoman Daniluk?
Here.
Councilman Fooey?
Here.
Councilman Giraldi?
Here.
Councilman Sebelia?
Here.
Mayor McMullen?
Here. Thank you, Dan. As we begin, oh, I'm sorry, yes, okay. Apologize.
You'll get this done.
I-
After a few meetings.
8 after 7, so I'm working on this. Okay. Item number 8 on the agenda is election of council president and oath of office. Could I please have a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to nominate Denise Kara as council president.
And a second?
I'll second that motion.
We need roll call, yes. Roll call, please.
Councilman Bray?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kara?
Yes.
Councilwoman Daniluk?
Yes.
Councilman Fooey?
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi?
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia?
No.
Motion carries. Congratulations.
Get your screen.
Mayor Huda? Front and center. Congratulations, service. Over there.
This is a surprise.
Your oath of office, I
I, Denise Cara,
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I further do solemnly swear
I further do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of Council President,
all the duties of Council President,
Borough of Raritan,
Borough of Raritan,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
She's on her own.
At this juncture of the meeting, I'd like to recognize elected officials who took time out of their day out of respect for the people of Raritan. I'm sure they'd rather be home with their family, but it shows how much their care and concern is for our community. You've already met with Senator Doherty. Thank you very much for coming. And representing Assemblyman John DeMayo is Joan Biondi. I saw her here. Very kind. It's always good to see you. Thank you.
Always good to be here.
Thank you. And you've met him already. The guy who's turning 50 soon. Assemblyman Eric Peterson. And of course, we have our hometown guy, Jack Chattarelli. Jack is always welcome. Thank you. We have freeholder Pat Walsh. Freeholder Director Mark Calaguar. Freeholder Palmer? Oh, whole nother hometown favorite. Sheriff Frank Provenzano. Now, mayors that we have, and I went to Somerville's reorganization to try to find out from a pro how this is really done. So, I have to say, Mayor Gallagher. And Mayor Flannery, former mayor of Bridgewater. Thank you for coming to your busy day. I appreciate it. We have Somerset County Chairman of the Republican Party, Al Gabora. DeSico. Right next to him is Mayor Phil Pozeski. And of course, you've already seen Mayor Hudak. And last but not least, our municipal chair, Rich DeLuca. Thank you, Rich, for coming. Yes. Chief McCormick. That's good. I will get better at this, I promise. And at this moment, I would like to have stand those who are seated and to essentially take a step forward. Those that have either been in the military service, and I ask you please to stand. We have a very warm heart for veterans. They represent us all over the world, and they keep us safe at home and out of harm's way. So would you please stand up, any veterans? Thank you. We also have our first line of defense in our town, and that is our police department, our fire department, and our rescue squad. And I would just like to acknowledge them, because when you call 911, who shows up at your door are these people. They are very important to life itself, whether it be fire, being in harm's way, or a health emergency, and we thank them. After 8 comes 9. Okay. Next on the agenda, we have the state of the borough. But before that, I wanted to have the opportunity for the newly elected officials in particular, Jack Bray and Brianna, to say a few words, and then any other council people who would want to say a few opening remarks. Zach, we start with you, please?
Sure. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
I would like to thank everyone in Raritan who came out to vote this year. They firmly put our trust in the message that Mayor McMullen, Councilwoman Daniluk, and I campaigned upon for the better part of 2015. There are many people to thank who helped us along the way, whom without could not have made sitting up here today possible. I would like to thank Councilman Giraldi and Councilman Sebelia for all their knowledge, advice, and help throughout the campaign process. I look forward to working with and learning from both of you this year. Councilman Fooey, I would like to thank you for your constant kind words about me and my family over the past year, and I look forward to learning from your experience time on this council. I would like to thank Mayor McMullen for putting his faith in me as one of his running mates, and who went above and beyond for our campaign as a whole. I am excited to see what the next few years has in store for Raritan, and I am firmly confident that your leadership will inflict positive change in places where our town desperately needs it. I would like to thank Councilwoman Daniluk, my comrade and running mate this year. I am so happy you and I were running together this year. You made campaigning that much more fun, and I look forward to collaborating with you in the next 3 years. Councilwoman Kara, I do not believe there are enough thank yous in the world to pay you back for your help, advice, expertise, and hard work for us this election. I am beyond confident that without you, Chuck, Brianna, and I would have been lost through the election process and may not be sitting up here alongside you today. I am grateful for all your help this past year and cannot wait to work together in the upcoming years. There are countless others to thank for making today possible, and to all of you out there, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude for all of your help and hard work. I hope that we prove worthy of the time and effort you put into our election success this past year. Finally, and most importantly, I would like to thank my friends and family. My father, my sister, my grandmother, aunts, uncles, cousins, and all my friends who are here and who could not make it. Thank you for your support over the past year and throughout my entire life. They say it takes a village to raise somebody, and I consider myself extremely lucky to be surrounded by all these wonderful people who have contributed to the person I am today. I am thoroughly excited to begin working with my fellow council members, Mayor McMullen, and all the professionals and employees in the borough to truly make Raritan a better place to live for all its citizens. Thank you.
follow that now. I mean, I just briefly wanted to thank my parents, Annette and Steve, in the audience, and my boyfriend Scott, who came out today. They've been nothing but supportive on my new journey. I'd also like to thank Chuck and Zach for taking me on as their running mate, as Denise for showing us the ropes. I don't think we could have done it without you. And just thank you all for being here today. I really appreciate that.
First, I want to wish everyone everyone here today and everyone watching at home, a happy and healthy new year. Let's hope it's a good one, without any fear, as John Lennon sang a long time ago. I want to welcome Mayor McMullen, Councilman Bray, and Councilwoman Daniluk to this governing body. I look forward to working with them and the rest of the council in the coming year. This is the first time our reorganization meeting is being televised. We have been televising the meetings since September and filming meetings since July. The videos of the last 11 council meetings can be viewed on the borough website, raritanborough.org, YouTube, or raritan-online.com. The video of this meeting will be available, will be uploaded to the borough website later today. At the moment, we're only on Optimum, but recently we were given permission by the school district to share one of their two FiOS channels. I'm hoping Verizon can finally get us hooked up by March. Putting our meetings on TV has provided some benefits. Residents can watch their council in action in comfort of their home. Since newspaper coverage of our meetings is minimal, residents can easily stay informed on the issues we discuss. Residents may be encouraged to attend the meeting if they have questions or comments. If the mayor or any council person is unable to attend the meeting, they can look at the video online to see what they missed. This will keep them up to speed and better prepared for the next meeting. And once a meeting has been filmed, there can never be any arguments as to who said what. Speaking of arguments, we should start the new year with a clean slate. No doubt there will be disagreements, but those disagreements should lead to a healthy debate and not a bitter argument producing hard feelings that linger long after the meeting is adjourned. John F. Kennedy said, "Let us not seek the Republican answer or the Democratic answer, but the right answer. Let us not seek to fix the blame for the past. Let us accept our own responsibility for the future." I interpret that statement to mean, cut out the political games, do the right thing, stop crying about the past, and make plans for the future. Raritan has always been a great place to live. It's not a perfect community. We have problems that need to be addressed just like any other town. But if we all work together, we can solve those problems and make our town a better place to live. Thank you.
Council President, I'm sorry.
Just a quick comment. Good afternoon. I would like to congratulate Mayor McMullen, Councilman Bray, and Councilwoman Daniluk on their election victory. I was honored to be their campaign manager. I am truly excited what this new administration in total means to Raritan. I believe many great things will be accomplished under the strong and positive leadership of Mayor Chuck McMullen. And I would like to wish everybody a happy new year and a safe one. Thank you.
Okay, so that then moves us to 9, which is the state of the borough. And before I start that, what my colleagues who ran this year said about running was very instructive. We really didn't know how to campaign, and we had great people to teach us. One was, of course, Council President Kara. But many probably do not know that Assemblyman Peterson came door to door with us. And we were also very fortunate to have Freeholder Director Mark Calaguire. And if you want to know something about campaigning, spend some time with those three people. So I thank you, and I do thank my family for letting me engage in this, because I think it's very important. And I thank the people of Raritan for their support. Now to the state of the borough. Distinguished guests, family, and friends. Sunrise, this 3rd of January, has special significance for the residents of Raritan. It is truly a new dawn in Raritan. You have just witnessed the installation of 2 new council members and a new mayor. Last year, as we campaigned, we kept hearing a consistent call for change in Raritan. And on November 3rd, our residents voiced their opinion by going to the polls and voting. My running mates and I are humbled by your support. Raritan is a fortunate community. We enjoy excellent and an enviable location in Somerset County. Our quality of life is truly blessed with excellent education, economics, transportation, recreation, and shopping opportunities. Raritan enjoys a terrific location as evidenced by our world-class corporate residents. Raritan is not only located in the heart of the Boston-Washington corridor, but also at the epicenter of the pharmaceutical industry. I have in here Zach and Brianna, I guess I should say Councilman Zach and Councilwoman Brianna, and I realize and appreciate Raritan for the great town it is. Early in our campaign, we embraced Raritan First as our moniker, as well as our mission statement. We campaigned for implementing change, and during our interactions with the citizens and business owners, we learned that they too had a desire for change. Well, the campaign has ended and governing begins today. Councilwoman Brianna, Councilman Zach, and I have just taken our oath of office to serve the people of Raritan. It is our intention to keep Raritan first as our guiding principle. Now it is time for action on behalf of the entire council, regardless of party or personal interests. As I've said before, former Councilman Lou Garrett and Jim Matez wisely told me many years ago that partisanship in Raritan should occur only one day a year, Election Day, and the interest of the town comes first when governing. Very wise advice indeed, and precisely what our electorate is demanding of us. I am tasked to report on the state of Raritan today. Those here this afternoon can attest to the fact that I've been mayor for only about 10 minutes. This is quite a challenge for a new mayor. I considered my options, and I concluded that there are 2 messages with personal knowledge that I can confidently share with you today. 1, I carefully reviewed the financial books and records of our community, as well as the audit, and I am pleased to report that our finances are in good condition. Our town is fiscally sound, and I believe poised to charge forward to the next level. 2, that shows we're a growing town. 2, while reluctant to put forward my opinions on the state of Raritan, I can confidently report on the views of our town held by many of our residents as we campaign. First and foremost, the Gannett lawsuit should have never happened. It serves no purpose for the people of Raritan. We as a community did not have any strategic interest in this litigation, yet are left to pay the bill. The original cost of $1,100 necessary to comply with the request for public information should have been paid. This situation should not have been allowed to escalate into hundreds of thousands of dollars just to prove a point. We, as elected officials, have a higher standard when spending taxpayers' money. While campaigning, I did not meet one resident that supported this litigation. As a result, we will select special counsel today with the expressed instructions to resolve this lawsuit. Unfortunately, the money spent is no longer in our treasury to fund much-needed projects, as infrastructure improvements in our town. This legacy lawsuit is a harsh reality and a challenge that the council and I will do our best to resolve. Second, our residents repeatedly spoke with disappointment about how buildings unfit for habitation are allowed to exist in our town. I am advised by our professionals that Raritan currently has excellent legislative authority in place to compel those property owners with unfit structures to fix them. I am announcing today that I am placing this matter on our next meeting, January 12th agenda for council consideration. Third, as previously mentioned, Raritan is blessed with wonderful recreational opportunities. We share the waterfront with our neighbors, Somerville, Duke Farms, Hillsborough, Bridgewater, and the Somerset County Park Commission. We all have a common goal of enhancing the recreational nature of our riverfront. But we also recognize that flooding has been increasing with each passing decade. Councilman Sibilia and Councilman Giraldi and I went to Somerset County Freeholder Board shortly after the election and requested their consideration to move forward on acquiring the riverfront properties in Raritan as part of the open space program. Our freeholders were most welcoming of our initiative, and subsequently I met with several of their professionals to provide greater detail concerning our request. Through these meetings, I learned that Somerset County, consistent with its long tradition of excellent parks and open space projects, has completed extensive work regarding the acquisition of riverfront properties along the Raritan. Throughout the first quarter of 2016, the Raritan Council, Mayor, and our professionals will seek to work with the county to make this open space project a reality. I propose that the council and I report back regarding the above-mentioned 3 priorities of our community at the end of the first quarter of 2016. In addition, I am very excited about the opportunities in Raritan to attract new business and development that leverage our great location and community. I am a strong believer in a proactive government that is fair and balanced. I will do my best to attract and facilitate development consistent with our community's character and landscape. The residents of Raritan also voiced strong support for our library, as well as for the services of Public Works, Police Department, Fire Department, and Rescue Squad. I heard nothing but great kudos for those men and women of service. I also must commend our employees and volunteers on various boards for a job well done, and I look forward to working with you. The duck race and riverfront festivities were also popular with residents and businesses. As a result, I am asking our council to take action and to bring back these events that show off the qualities of Raritan. Raritan has recently been like a candle under a bushel basket. Our community very much wants Raritan to shine again. Our residents and voters were not bashful, sharing their views about the challenges before us. The voters made a clear call for action. I accept their mandate. I thank them for their support, and I look forward to working with our council to reinvigorate Raritan to shine once again. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Item number 10, the adoption of the 2016 General Rules of Order. Can I please have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Council President Karen,
Second.
Councilman Sebelia,
Councilman Bray,
Yes.
Council President Kara,
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila,
Yes.
Councilman Bowie,
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi,
yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Aye.
Good. Item 11, 2016 Council Standing Committees. I would like to have these standing committees, and I thank the council people for their work that they will perform in those committees. Number 12, the 2016 Council Liaison Assignments. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to read it? I'm sorry, I thought I read that. Okay, I'm sorry. Administration and Personnel. First, Councilwoman Daniluk. 2, Councilman Sebelia. Engineering and Public Works. Councilwoman Kara, Councilman Bray. Finance, Councilman Bray, Councilwoman Kara. Police, Councilman Sebelia, Councilwoman Daniluk. Public Property, Councilman Giraldi, Councilman Fooey. Public Safety, Councilman Fooey, Councilman Giraldi. Next item on the agenda are council liaison assignments. Number 12. Board of Health and Parks and Recreation, Councilman Bray. Municipal Court and Office of Emergency Management, Councilwoman Kara. Environmental Commission, Councilwoman Danila. Historic and Cultural Committee and Senior Citizen, Councilman Fooey. John Vassalone Parade Committee, Raritan Public Library and Litigation, Councilman Giraldi. Board of Education / Schools, Economic Development Committee and Regional Partnership, Councilman Sebelia. 13, mayor appointments. I'd like to appoint to the Economic Development Commission, James Surace. To the Environmental Commission, Eric Wild, Mike DeSico, and Anne Marie McCarthy. To the Historic and Cultural Committee, Jane Fidecara. To the Municipal Land Use Board, Class 2, Michael DeSico. To the Municipal Land Use Board, Class 4 member, to fill unexpired term, Eric Wild. Alternate member number 1, to a 2-year term, William Cunningham. Alternate number 3, Nicholas Carroll. Alternate number 4, James Kajewski. The Regional Center Executive Board, myself, Councilman Sebelia, and Nicole Patenti. The Solid Waste Advisory Committee, Councilman Daniluk. The Somerset Municipal Wastewater Management Plan Committee, Councilman Daniluk. Mayor appointments with consent of council. Board of Health. We need a motion on each of these separately? Okay, all right. I'd like to nominate Marie Bufo.
Make that
That's
motion.
a second?
I'll make that motion.
Second? Second. Roll call, all in favor?
Councilman Bray,
Yes.
Council President Kara,
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila,
Yes.
Councilman Bowie,
No with a comment. I'd like to know, there are two,
Should comment be in discussion?
these were never discussed.
Then let's move back, please. Okay. So I'd like to move Marie Kaffoud, you vote?
You have a motion and a second, Mayor.
All right, I'd like to have discussion.
We can open discussion.
We can open discussion, please.
We need to make a motion to open discussion, right?
No.
No?
I only see one name here for the Board of Health. There are two members of the Board of Health, two positions that expired in 2015. Why is there only one?
At the moment, I've located one person.
But you had a member who likely been reappointed, Danielle Rocco, who was on there for 14 years and was not even notified.
Her term expired, and I have the right to recommend the person to be on there. And so that open slot will be held open, as was discussed, is a reasonable practice that is used regularly. And as we go through this, you'll see that there are other open or vacant positions.
Why was she not notified?
About her term expiring,
Yes. The general procedure is to notify people in December that their term is not going to be reappointed. They are notified.
because frankly, I was not mayor in November, and I was not mayor in December, and I asked our council president and to work with the members of the council to identify people who would be interested in the position, and based upon what I received back, those that I'm recommending today are the people that we're recommending at this point in time.
Well, I'd like to know why you wouldn't reappoint someone who served on the board for 14 years, is also a board secretary, who also coordinates the rabies clinic, and who's also a nurse, who's an ideal person to have on the board as well. That's what supervises me.
Do you have anything else to say?
No. Okay. I'm not going to get an answer.
Okay. Good, so if we have roll call again, please?
Councilman Bray,
Yes?
Council President Kara,
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila,
Yes.
Councilman Fooey,
No.
Councilman Giraldi,
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
I didn't receive a call, so I don't know. Okay. I would like to recommend to the Library Board of Trustees for a 5-year term, Adele Ghosh? Sketch, I'm sorry. May I have I'll make that one first.
Second?
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilman Bray,
Yes.
Council President Kara,
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila,
Yes.
Councilman Fooey,
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi,
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
Municipal Land Use Board, Class 3 member of council. I'd like to recommend Councilman Zachary Bray. I have a motion.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Bray,
Yes.
Council President Kara,
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila,
Yes.
Councilman Fooey,
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi,
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
Recreation Committee.
Mayor, I think we need an explanation.
Yeah, I was just going to go to that, so please let me consider the protocol to do this. Recreation Committee. Before I make a motion on individuals, I want to make the public aware that for reasons that are not totally unclear to me, but we've had in Raritan a Recreation Commission when I was involved years and years ago. And that Recreation Commission has evolved into a Recreation Committee. Unfortunately, there has never been an official ordinance passed by the council to make that transition from a Recreation Commission to a Recreation Committee. In August of 2015, the council passed a resolution that became an ordinance, I apologize, an ordinance to make it official, the the establishment of the Recreation Committee, legal, consistent with our municipal code. That occurred, as I said, in August. I was advised when I was given this appointment list that I quickly handed over to Council President Kara, that because of the actions of the council on that day in August, that all members of that were sitting in the recreation area, but I'm not sure what to call it at that time, their term expired with the passage of that ordinance, and served without reappointment for the remainder of the year. Our clerk, upon meeting me, explained that to me. I did read the resolution, and as a consequence, I did ask that we get members for the Recreation Committee consistent with the resolution that was passed in August of 2015. I apologize to the audience for that detail, but this occurred in August of 2015. So the reason that there are these members being presented and those who were existing members after that resolution of no longer being consistent with the ordinance that was passed, had the entire board being reappointed.
The entire board wasn't reappointed. There were two members whose term expired
Well,
this year. You're saying
no.
their terms didn't exist then?
Correct,
Because
because
it changed
of what the council did.
Change, okay.
Correct, okay. So as a consequence, the clerk, trying to right the ship to be consistent with the ordinance, said, hey, we need to establish new members with, as you can see, with staggering terms. That'll make it consistent with the ordinance that this council passed in August of 2015, or the previous council passed in August of 2015. Now, with that, and I hope that's clear, but then we'll go to each one. So I'd like to recommend George Wells as a member. May I have a motion?
Make a motion, each one, we're gonna do.
Can we do them all, or?
Yeah.
Oh, fine. I'd like to read them all then. George Wells, Kelsey Bray, Fred Sinegroff, John Deloche, Nicole Patenti, Robert McGinley, and Frank Oshiala. Not bad for a neck. For the terms stated on our agenda, I'd like to have a motion.
I'll make a motion.
And a second, please.
I'll second.
Is there any further discussion? Okay, it was a good point to bring it up because it took me a while to understand it myself. Okay, roll call, please.
Councilman Bray,
Yes.
Council President Kara,
Yes.
Councilwoman Danilo,
Yes.
Councilman Fooey,
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi,
Yes.
Councilman Sebili.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now we have a series of resolutions that I'm told I have to read each one, which is fine. Item 15, resolutions. Each of the resolutions, to make life a little easier, starts off with number 2016-01, and then it increments after that. So I'm going to just cut to the chase and call them 1, 2, 3, okay? Resolution number 1, appointment of the borough, oops, I don't have your cheat sheet, of the borough attorney. Oh, here it is, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I do have it. Of the borough attorney, nominating Richard W. Wenner of the firm of Lavari Silvology.
Abramidis.
It's not easy. And Cohen. And Cohen, I can get it. Okay. May I have A motion, please?
I'll make the motion first.
Councilman Sebelia
Second.
and Councilman Philly. May we have a roll call, please?
Councilman Bray,
Yes.
Council President Kara,
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila,
Yes.
Councilman Fooey,
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi.
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
Resolution number 2 this year, appointing bond counsel, nominating the law firm of Gluck and Walrath LLP. May I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Roll call, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilman Bray,
Yes.
Council President Kara,
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila.
Yes.
Councilman Fooey.
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi.
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
Resolution number 3, appointment of special counsel, nominating the law firm of D. Francesco, Bateman, Huntsman, Davis, Lehrer, and Flom, P.C.
I'll make
May I have
that
a
motion.
motion?
I'll make that motion.
Well, let's get through, we'll get to discussion, we have it on the floor. okay?
I'll
I
second.
do remember that part, for sure. I'm sorry?
I'll second.
Second, by Councilman
Giraldi.
Terrell, thank you. All right. Any discussion?
Yes, I would love to have seen this tabled to the next meeting for discussion, but I don't see that happening. I cannot support this because as it reads, it's like hiring a second borough attorney. The 5 items listed here, number 1, current period litigation. I can understand even there. Open space project along the Raritan River, Greenway open space project, redevelopment projects including Route 202 corridor and downtown redevelopment. All those that fall under the planning board, and the planning board attorney would be handling those. Number 5 is the one I have the most issue with, I think. It says, other litigation projects or matters are required on projects. Well, we have a borough attorney for that, and as it stands here, the only thing that the special counsel cannot do, according to this, is draft resolutions and or ordinances. So I know you're going to pass it anyway, but I can't support it for those reasons.
Any further comment, discussion, please? No? No further discussion, we have roll call, please?
Councilman Bray,
Yes.
Council President Kara,
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila.
Yes.
Councilman Fooey,
No.
Councilman Giraldi.
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution number 4, the appointment of the registered municipal accountant, nominating the firm of Saplee, Cloney and Company.
I'll make
I
that
have a
motion.
motion? Thank you.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Bray,
Yes.
Council President Kara,
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila.
Yes.
Councilman Fooey,
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi.
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
Resolution number 6, appointment of municipal prosecutor, nominating Matthew Mensch, Esquire. I'm sorry.
Just get insurance.
Oh, okay. Number 5. Let me get my pen. I'm sorry. Okay. Number 5, appointment of insurance agent, nominating Wills of New Jersey Incorporated. May I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Councilwoman Danila? Second, please.
Second.
Councilman Bray? Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilman Bray,
Yes.
Council President Kara,
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila.
Yes.
Councilman Fooey.
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi.
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution number 6, I probably was a little anxious, but I'd like to have the appointment of municipal prosecutor, nominating Matthew Mensch. May I have a motion, please?
that motion.
I'll second that.
Councilman Sebelia,
Second.
Council President Kara. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilman Bray,
Yes.
Council President Kara.
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila.
Yes.
Councilman Fooey.
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi.
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution number 7, appointment of administrative officials as stated in the resolution. And I believe you all had an opportunity to take a look at that. I know it's been online since the New Year's Eve. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion.
Councilwoman Bray, second, please.
Second.
Okay. Councilman Fooey, discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilman Bray,
Yes.
Council President Kara,
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila,
Yes.
Councilman Fooey,
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi,
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
Resolution number 8, appointment of depository/financial institutions, or deposit of our money, of course. As stated in the resolution, again, you've had an opportunity to see these, they've been online since at least New Year's Eve. May I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Council President Kara,
Second.
Councilman Sebelia, roll call, please.
Councilman Bray,
Yes.
Council President Kara,
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila,
Yes.
Councilman Fooey,
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi,
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution number 9, appointment of custodians of accounts, as stated in the resolution. May I have a motion? Somebody?
I'll make a motion.
Council President Kara,
Second.
is Councilman Bryan. Roll call, please.
Councilman Bray,
Yes.
Council President Kara,
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila,
Yes.
Councilman Fooey,
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi,
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
Okay, number 10, adoption of the 2015 temporary budget.
60.
Yeah,
Um,
60.
You know,
Typographic.
that's it. Well, maybe we like that budget better. I'm sorry. Resolution number 10, adoption of the 2016 temporary budget. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion.
Council President Kara, can I have a second?
Second.
Councilman Danila. Roll call, please.
Councilman Bray,
Yes.
Council President Kara.
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila.
Yes.
Councilman Fooey.
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi.
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
Resolution number 11, resolution fixing the rates of interest on delinquent tax and sewer charges. Do I have a motion, please? Council President Kara?
Second.
Kara, no, that's it.
Second.
Okay, Councilman Bryan, roll call, please.
Councilman Bray.
Yes.
Council President Kara.
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila.
Yes.
Councilman Fooey.
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi.
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution 12, resolution canceling 2015 property tax open balances less than $10. Can I have a motion, please? Make a motion. Thank you, Councilman Giraldi. Can I have a
Second.
Thank you. Councilman Sebelia, may I have roll call, please?
Councilman Bray.
Yes.
Council President Kara.
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila.
Yes.
Councilman Fooey.
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi.
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
Resolution 13, designation of official newspapers. May I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Councilman Sebelia, thank you. Councilman Girardi, thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilman Bray.
Yes.
Council President Kara.
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila.
Yes.
Councilman Fooey.
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi.
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
Okay, Resolution 14, designation of paid holidays. As stated in the resolution, again, it was published at the end of the year, it's been on the website. Make a motion. Thank you, Councilman.
Second.
Councilman, was moved by Councilman Giraldi, second by Councilman Sebelia. Can I have roll call, please?
Councilman Bray.
Yes.
Council President Kara.
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila.
Yes.
Councilman Fooey.
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi.
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
Establish, Resolution 15, establishment of 2016 calendar of meetings as stated in the resolution. May I please have a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Councilman Sebelia. Second. Thank you, Councilman Giraldi. May I have roll call?
Councilman Bray.
Yes.
Council President Kara.
Yes.
Councilwoman Danila.
Yes.
Councilman Fooey.
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi.
Yes.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
Thank you. That's completed. I'm sure you'll watch it. Number 15, public comment. Do I read this? Okay. In accordance with section 29-1 of the code of the Borough of Raritan, there shall be a 5-minute time limit per speaker. Is there anyone who would like to make a public comment, please? Seeing none, I'd like to close the public comment section. Do we need resolution? No? Okay, thank you. Now, before we adjourn, I'd just like to let you know that we have an economic development committee has worked very hard to provide a taste of Raritan downstairs for all of our guests. And so I would like to thank them, and especially Chairman Don Christensen, for organizing this Taste of Raritan for us today. In addition, I'd like to thank Pat Estes Jr. for the work that he has done to create and his creative talent to transform our meeting room into a place where you will enjoy, I promise you, a Taste of Raritan. So please join us and go downstairs and enjoy the wonderful delicacies that we are known for. So could I please have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Thank you. Second?
Councilman.
Councilman Bowie? All in favor?
Aye.